So what if this Christmas could mean more than ever? Not just presents, but presence. Now, if you're in your 40s or your 50s, Christmas probably feels different now. Well, of course it does. The magic of being a child at Christmas is long gone. Maybe your Christmases these days are a little bit more quieter, a little bit more reflective, maybe a little bit calmer. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 powerful things to embrace this Christmas and every Christmas going forward, to be honest. So let's have a walk along this winter beach while I go through these 5 powerful shifts that will enable you to embrace Christmas like a child all over again. Now, Christmas does change, and it's not just because the decorations go up earlier each year. I mean, in Florida, Christmas begins the day after Halloween. It's a whole season now, not just a month. Or does Christmas change nowadays because the songs in the shops just repeat on loop over and over again? I don't think it's that. I think that it changes inside of us. You know, what once felt magical as a child, manic in our 30s and possibly even in our 40s with small children in tow, now feels completely different in our 40s and 50s. And that's not a bad thing. We begin to crave something deeper. Less sparkle, more soul, wouldn't you say? Less stress, more stillness. So today I'm going to share with you these 5 things that you should embrace at Christmas in your 40s and beyond. Now, these things are not rules or traditions. They're invitations. Invitations to live Christmas more fully, more authentically, and yes, a lot more joyfully too. Now, there was a time when Christmas didn't feel joyful to me, especially after Everest and also after some personal losses. Last Christmas night, one of my dear aunts passed away, and that one hit hard, believe me. This Christmas is going to be so poignant. It's our first Christmas without her. So Christmas, I find, is always a time to reflect and to think about those who are no longer with us. So as I got a bit older in life and my life got a little bit quieter, over the last decade or so, I found Christmas a little bit more harder to navigate and to manage. The cheer that I was exhibiting, it just felt forced. The pressure was overwhelming. But instead of trying to recreate the chaos of the past, I learned to embrace something new. I let go of the version of Christmas that no longer fit me or fit my lifestyle anymore. And do you know what? I found something much better in return. Overwhelming peace and gratitude. And the kind of joy that, quite frankly, it doesn't need to be gift wrapped with a big bow on top of it. These 5 shifts that I'm about to share with you completely and utterly changed Christmas for me. And maybe they'll change it for you too. So the first thing to embrace this Christmas on my list of 5 things to embrace if you're over 40 is to just embrace slowness. So when I was climbing the highest mountain in the world on Everest, that taught me something extremely valuable. It literally taught me everything I need to know about slowness. You don't sprint up a mountain, you inch, you pause, you breathe. I remember the morning of the earthquake walking up the Khumbu icefall, absolutely exhausted out on a limb, but strangely peaceful and present. One careful step at a time, no rushing, just moving. And why am I telling you this? Because quite simply, this is how I approach Christmas now. I've let go of that mad dash for perfection. The frantic shopping, the overbooked calendar through December. I kind of choose one thing to do each day now, but I kind of do it slowly on my own terms. Here's one tradition you could do and savour. It's just to sit with your coffee, listen to the silence and just feel the moment. Just like on the mountain, it's not about how fast you get there, it's just about arriving whole. Christmas and the holidays this time of year, it's not a race, yet we do tend to treat it like a sprint with tinsel. Everything's just a mad dash rush through to the 25th, making sure we've got everything in that we need. Panic, panic, rush, rush, stress, stress, anxiety. If you're in your 40s or your 50s now, I think you've earned the right to slow down. Just choose peace over pressure this Christmas. Say no to events that you don't need to attend. Let go of the need to do everything and be everywhere. And just try and reclaim those quiet moments. Early mornings with sunrise and a nice warm cup of coffee or cocoa, hot chocolate, as is your want this time of year. You know, coming down to a beach or your local park or wherever you live, A solo walk on Christmas Eve. Just you, your footsteps, your breathing, your peace, your clarity, and just the tranquility that would bring you as you head into another Christmas. You know, a nap without guilt. Slowness, it gives you perspective, and it also gives you meaning. It helps us actually feel the season instead of just rushing through it. And it's okay to do less this Christmas. In fact, I would say it's nigh on powerful. Number 2 is embrace reflection. There's a chapter in my life when I was stood on a desolate beach, whiskey in one hand, the sea calling me in, and I truly believed I was done, that my story had somehow run out of pages. But the sea didn't take me. My dog barked and a stranger said hello. And life, it gave me another chapter. That moment redefined me. So now each Christmas I reflect on who I was, where I was going in life, and who I've actually now become. Write down one lesson that this year's taught you. Remember someone that you've lost. Celebrate what you survived. You don't need to decorate your life with tinsel. It's already lit from within with reflection. You know, we carry an awful lot by the time we hit our 40s. Memories, losses, triumphs, scars. Christmas is definitely a time to reflect, not just to celebrate. You know, it's a good time to make space to remember those who are no longer at the table. You know, revisit who you were this time last year. What's changed? Write down one lesson that you've learned in the last 12 months. Share a story with your kids, partner, or friends about a Christmas that meant something to you and what was special about it. Reflection connects us to meaning, and meaning is what we all truly crave. My number 3 is to embrace simplicity. After 40, I think you'll find that the craving isn't for more stuff. It's for more truth in your life. Simplify the gifts. One thoughtful gift beats 10 random ones any day of the week. Choose presence over presents instead of a full itinerary. You know, pick 1 or 2 meaningful rituals. Christmas Eve, I started a tradition of taking my daughters to the cinema when they were both quite young. We've carried on that tradition every single year, and I'll be doing it this Christmas Eve as well. Probably dragging them there now because they're 17 and 16. But it's a Christmas tradition, one that I'm not going to let go of. You know, you can go for a walk on Christmas Day, write a letter to your loved ones every single Christmas. Just cut out all the fluff and keep what truly matters. The simpler the season, the more space there is for joy. So after my Everest disasters, I came home with definitely less than I left with. No summit, no medal, a shattered dream, but definitely a heart full of reflection. And Christmas, it doesn't need to be a production, it just needs to be a connection. One warm drink with a friend, one candle lit for someone who can't be with you, one walk with someone you love. That's it. Strip it back to the raw stuff, the real stuff, the simple stuff. My number 4 is to embrace imperfection. Here's a news flash for you. The perfect Christmas, it doesn't exist. And by now, we know that. The tree can be crooked, that turkey, it can burn. Families can argue, plans can fall through. And this doesn't mean Christmas is ruined. It just means that it's real. I think the older we get, the more we appreciate realness over appearances. So just embrace the mess, because it's part of the magic. When I came home from my 2 attempts on Mount Everest, I don't mind admitting that I cried each time. And for a while, I thought that made me a failure, not climbing the mountain. Until I realised that the beauty of this life is not in perfect outcomes, it's in imperfect attempts. So yes, your tree can be crooked, your Christmas dinner can burn, your family can be messy. It's all part of the tradition. So let go of perfection. It doesn't make things better, it just makes you tired. Let this year be wonky and wonderful. My final point of the things to embrace for Christmas time once you're in your 40s is gratitude. It's the most important thing of the lot in my eyes. The morning after that beach incident, I woke up and I saw things a lot differently. Not just what was missing in my life, but what was still here. You know, my dog, the sky, the sea, my breath. That was enough. This Christmas, don't wait for a life-altering moment to realise what you have. Look around, say thank you to someone, to something, to yourself. Gratitude is a muscle. Use it, flex it, grow it. And maybe, just maybe, it'll carry you through the whole of next year. You see, gratitude changes everything. At this age, we've seen how quickly things can shift. You know, take a breath, look around. You're still here, and that matters. So be thankful for the simple things. Warmth, laughter, love, the sea rolling into shore, even the silence. It all counts. Say thank you out loud to your partner, a friend, a stranger. Gratitude turns what we have into enough every single time. So let's bring it all together. Embrace slowness so you can actually feel Christmas. Embrace reflection to honour who you've become and those who are no longer here. Embrace simplicity to rediscover what actually matters, and embrace imperfection and let go of unrealistic expectations. And finally, embrace gratitude. It's the simple source to everything. You don't need to do Christmas like you used to. You just need to do it in a way that feels true to you. So imagine this, it's Christmas morning, the house is quiet, the coffee is warm, and you feel peace. Not because everything is going to go perfectly, it's because you finally let go of what doesn't matter. And that's the gift waiting for you. All you have to do is embrace it. So Christmas over 40, it isn't less magical. It's just more honest, more real. It's the season you realise that you finally get to decide what it means. So what does Christmas mean to you? And thanks for walking me on the beach here and sharing this moment with me today. If this video has sparked something in you, check out some of my others on this channel. I've only really just started and I'm just getting going, but these are the kind of walk and talk reflection style videos that I plan on doing all the way through into 2026. So Merry Christmas to you all. Keep wondering and keep wandering, and remember, your story isn't slowing down, it's just getting going.